Did you know some people over 100 have healthier kidneys than those in their 70s? One of them is Henry. He's 102. He lives alone and walks every day, and swears he hasn't taken a single kidney pill in over a decade. When someone finally asked him how, he pointed at a small bowl of fruit by his sink and said, "That saved me." If you're in your 60s, 70s, or even 80s, and your doctor has warned you about high creatinine, CKD, or just tired kidneys, this video is for you. Because today we're not talking about expensive treatments or endless restrictions. We're talking about 5 everyday fruits, backed by science and trusted by real people, that help clean out your kidneys, balance blood sugar, and protect you from one of the fastest growing health problems in aging, chronic kidney disease. This isn't guesswork. These fruits contain very specific nutrients that help your kidneys flush out toxins without adding more burden. Some reduce inflammation. Some fight bacteria that lead to infections. Others lower pressure on the kidneys by improving how your body handles sugar. But the key is consistency. One fruit once a month won't do it. The people who stay healthy longer are the ones who make small things like this part of their daily rhythm. So whether you've already been told your kidneys are in trouble, or you just want to stay strong and independent well into your 80s and 90s, keep watching. You may already have one of these fruits in your kitchen right now. And the rest? They're easy to find, easy to eat, and might just help you feel more like yourself again. Let's get started. Fruit 1, blueberries. Blueberries might look small, but they pack some of the strongest kidney-protecting power you'll find in any food. What makes them special isn't just the antioxidants. They contain a particular group called anthocyanins. These natural compounds help reduce inflammation, improve blood vessel health, and lower the oxidative stress that slowly wears down your kidneys over time. For people living with early-stage kidney disease, or even just elevated creatinine levels, this is huge, because when your kidneys are inflamed, they don't filter waste efficiently. And the more damage they take, the harder it becomes to manage blood pressure, sugar, and fatigue. Blueberries go after that problem at the root. By calming that inflammation, they give your kidneys a chance to rest, heal, and keep doing their job. There's also the blood sugar connection. Many older adults don't realize that high blood sugar is one of the biggest silent destroyers of kidney health. It's not just about diabetes, it's about how sugar wears down the filtering units of your kidneys, little by little. Blueberries have a natural ability to improve insulin sensitivity, so your body uses sugar more efficiently instead of letting it linger in your bloodstream. That one shift reduces the burden on your kidneys in a major way. Let me tell you about Mary, 76, from Wisconsin. She had borderline kidney function, and her doctor told her to just wait and see. But Mary decided to do something simple. She added 1 small bowl of blueberries to her breakfast every single day. Oatmeal, Greek yogurt, or just plain, it didn't matter. A year later, her labs came back, and her doctor raised an eyebrow. Her kidney numbers had improved. "What did you do?" he asked. Mary smiled and said, "Blueberries and prayers, every day." Now, I'm not saying they're a miracle cure, but when something tastes this good, is this easy to eat, and might help you stay out of the doctor's office longer, why wouldn't you give it a shot? So whether you blend them in a smoothie, sprinkle them on your cereal, or just grab a handful as a snack, think of blueberries not just as fruit, but as medicine that doesn't come in a bottle. Fruit 2, cranberries. Cranberries aren't just for Thanksgiving. They're one of the most powerful fruits you can eat to protect your kidneys, especially if you've ever had trouble with urinary tract infections or inflammation in the urinary system. What makes cranberries special is a compound called proanthocyanidins. These act like a shield, helping prevent bacteria from sticking to the walls of your urinary tract, where they often cause infections that can travel up to the kidneys. When bacteria repeatedly irritate the kidneys, especially in older adults, it creates tiny scars and long-term damage. Over time, this can lead to chronic kidney disease, without you even realizing it. That's why people who deal with frequent UTIs often find their kidney function starts to decline. Cranberries, particularly in their pure, unsweetened juice form, or as dried fruit without added sugar, interrupt that cycle before it begins. What many don't know is that cranberries also lower levels of a substance called oxalate, which contributes to the formation of kidney stones. Stones aren't just painful, they're dangerous. They clog the delicate tubes inside your kidneys, block filtration, and can lead to infections and loss of function. By helping flush out excess minerals and bacteria, cranberries support a clean and steady flow through your kidneys. I remember Harold, an 81-year-old former teacher, who told me he used to get infections every few months. He thought it was just something he had to live with. But after switching from sugary drinks to 1 glass of pure cranberry juice every morning, he said the infection stopped. Not slowed, stopped. His doctor even asked what medication he was taking. Harold smiled and held up his bottle. Not a pill in sight, he said. Now here's the catch. Not all cranberry products are created equal. Skip the cocktails and sweetened versions. Go for pure juice or dried cranberries with no added sugar. Just a small amount daily is enough. You don't need much, just consistency. And if you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Fruit 3, apples. Apples are one of the simplest, most affordable fruits out there. But don't let that fool you. They're a kidney powerhouse, especially when it comes to managing inflammation and protecting the inner lining of those delicate filtering structures. What's inside an apple, particularly the peel, works like a gentle brush that sweeps away toxins, slows sugar absorption, and keeps your kidneys from being overworked. One of the main reasons older adults develop chronic kidney disease is that their blood vessels become inflamed or stiff over time. That includes the tiny blood vessels inside the kidneys. Apples are rich in pectin, a special kind of fiber that lowers both blood sugar and cholesterol. When those levels stay high, the kidneys have to process extra waste, leading to wear and tear. But when pectin keeps things balanced, the kidneys get a much-needed break. Apples also help reduce a compound called uric acid, which builds up in the blood when the kidneys aren't filtering properly. High uric acid can cause joint pain, swelling, and eventually kidney stones or gout. That's why 1 apple a day, especially with the peel on, can do more than just keep the doctor away. It can delay or even prevent the slow slide into kidney trouble. There's also something deeply comforting about apples. James, a 76-year-old who started taking his health more seriously after his brother passed away from kidney failure, told me he never thought of apples as medicine. But after eating one each morning with a bit of peanut butter and a glass of water, his blood tests started to improve. His doctor said his kidneys were quiet, a term they use when inflammation is low and function is stable. That word stuck with him. I'm aiming for quiet kidneys, he said. Not just now, for the rest of my life. If you're trying to choose a variety, stick with red or green apples that have a firm peel and aren't overly sweetened. Avoid apple pies or processed snacks. What matters most is the whole fruit, fiber, skin, and all. Fruit 4, strawberries. Strawberries might look small, but their impact on your kidneys is anything but. These bright red berries are loaded with antioxidants that fight free radicals, the unstable molecules that speed up aging and cause inflammation throughout your body, especially in organs like the kidneys. For seniors trying to maintain kidney health, strawberries are one of nature's sweetest medicines. One of the main compounds in strawberries is anthocyanin, the pigment that gives them their color. But it also works as a strong anti-inflammatory agent. This is key because inflammation is often the silent driver behind high blood pressure, diabetes, and eventually kidney damage. When you regularly eat strawberries, you're helping calm the internal stress on your kidneys. Think of it like cooling down an engine that's been overheating for years. Strawberries are also rich in vitamin C, which supports immune health and helps with tissue repair. That's particularly important for older adults whose kidney tissues may have taken a beating from years of medication, processed food, or dehydration. Vitamin C helps reduce protein loss through urine, something that often shows up as an early warning sign in people on the road to chronic kidney disease. And here's the beauty of strawberries. They're low in potassium compared to many other fruits. This is critical for those who already have weakened kidneys, because high potassium can be dangerous when the kidneys can't flush it out properly. With strawberries, you get the flavor and the healing without the risk. Mary, age 81, told me she started adding just 6 strawberries to her breakfast yogurt each morning after her doctor mentioned borderline kidney numbers. 3 months later, her labs showed improved glomerular filtration rate, the key number doctors use to track kidney health. She smiled and said, "I didn't change much, just made room for a little red every morning." Fresh is always better than processed. Frozen works too, as long as there's no added sugar. And if they're in season, even better. A few strawberries a day might just give your kidneys the break they've been asking for. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Fruit 5, cranberries. Cranberries are often overlooked unless it's Thanksgiving or someone's dealing with a urinary tract infection. But these tiny, tart berries are one of the most powerful allies for your kidneys, especially if you're concerned about long-term kidney function or already managing early-stage CKD. They don't just protect, they actively clean. One of the most impressive things about cranberries is their ability to stop harmful bacteria from clinging to the walls of your urinary tract. That means fewer infections, less irritation, and less strain on the kidneys to clear out waste. For seniors, this can make a big difference, because every infection you avoid is one less round of antibiotics and stress on your body. But cranberries don't stop there. They help reduce the buildup of calcium oxalate, the primary ingredient in most kidney stones. For people who've experienced the pain of stones, or want to avoid them entirely, cranberries act like a filter that keeps the minerals in your urine from clumping together and forming those sharp, painful crystals. And let's talk about their antioxidant content. Cranberries are packed with proanthocyanidins, a specific type of antioxidant that's incredibly effective at reducing oxidative stress in the kidneys. This stress is one of the sneakiest causes of kidney aging, slowly damaging cells over time. Cranberries step in to neutralize that damage. One thing to remember, go easy on cranberry juice. Many store-bought versions are loaded with added sugar, which is the last thing your kidneys need. Instead, choose unsweetened cranberry juice, or even better, eat a small handful of dried cranberries with no added sugar. A couple of tablespoons a day is enough to help your kidneys stay clear, calm, and protected. And if you think this all sounds too simple to matter, you're not alone. Harold, a retired postman at 77, told me he thought cranberries were just old folks' food until his doctor suggested them for mild kidney issues. He started drinking a few ounces of unsweetened cranberry juice with lunch. After 6 months, not only did his lab numbers improve, but his bladder discomfort and nighttime trips to the bathroom reduced too. All from this tiny red powerhouse. Never underestimate the small things. When it comes to protecting your kidneys after 60, sometimes it's the overlooked fruits that quietly do the heavy lifting. Final thoughts. At 102, you don't make it by luck alone. You make it by stacking small, smart decisions, day after day, year after year. And when it comes to your kidneys, there's no room for guesswork. These 5 fruits we've just walked through aren't just healthy snacks. They're nature's pharmacy, quietly scrubbing away toxins, easing inflammation, and giving your kidneys the gentle support they desperately need as you age. The truth is, most people only think about their kidneys when something goes wrong. But your kidneys are working nonstop, balancing fluids, clearing waste, regulating blood pressure, often without thanks. By the time symptoms show up, damage is already well underway. That's why these fruits matter. They're a way to act before the warning lights start flashing. And maybe you're watching this and thinking, I'm too far along, or it's probably too late to change anything. Please don't believe that. Your body, even in your 70s or 80s, still wants to heal. It's waiting for you to give it the right tools. These fruits are not a cure-all, but they are a daily act of care and consistency compounds. So here's something to ask yourself. What if one small change, like adding a bowl of blueberries or squeezing lemon into your water, could shift the course of your health? 5, 10, even 20 years from now? Wouldn't it be worth trying? Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.